lost time. Let this battle come in.
Hey everybody, Basilray from VapeTV.com with a very special device review today. Today I need to open my device review by thanking everyone who came out and helped me win this mod in the Focus Vaping Videos contest, sponsored by VapingGuides.com and the eCig, and also a special thanks to Don to Boom Vape, one for twisting my arm until I actually entered the contest, and also a thanks to Cyberwolf for helping devise a very clever, very unique scoring system. But most importantly, thanks to everyone who voted for me. Sincerest appreciation of your time in one, watching my video, and two, turning around and voting for it. So because of you, I am now the proud owner of a Rio Grande. One of the top prizes was supposed to be a Rio Mini, and I contacted Rob after I won and found out that I was in fact going to win the Rio, and asked him if there was any way that I could get a Grand instead. Much bigger fan of the 18650 battery format, and he was kind enough to upgrade me to a Grand. So here it is. This is my black with the kind of silver door here. It is the brushed door. It's not the polished, real mirrored, shiny finish door. The Rio Grande is a fantastic PV. Inside it is extremely clean. It holds an 18650, and it came with, and I also have my own, but an 18650 AW IMR high drain battery, which pairs with this mod fantastically. Also contains a 6ml bottle for feeding juice. We'll take a closer look at the catch cup system in just a moment. The mod is beautifully machined, very well thought out. The switch locks to prevent pocket firing. It incorporates a non-needle fed juice system with a catch cup. It's very solid, very sturdy. The anodizing is absolutely perfect, and I am in love with this. This thing vapes like a champ. Look at that. In here, I have it loaded up right now with Ecto-Plasma in the reduced PG blend from Juicy Vapor, and this is just a fantastic vape running a 1.5 ohm low resistance Cisco 510 atomizer with a Cherry Vape's Ming drip tip on top. I'm in absolute heaven with this. This has supplanted my map tank use, storm tank use, and after I had this for half an hour, I actually gave away my wet box. This is by far a superior device. No knocks on the tanks or the wet boxes of the world. If that's in your price range and that's what you can do, those will definitely get you by, but the experience you're going to get from the map tank is hands down superior. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a little editing magic here, and we're going to go ahead and clip it up and take a closer look at the internals of the device. Alright, so here we are with the wonderfully crafted Rio Grande. Still have this Cherry Vape's Ming drip tip attached up top. Let's take a closer look. Let's slide open the door. And here internally, we can see I have the AW IMR 18650 high drain battery. And if you take a closer look here, you can see my nice bright green model of Ecto-Plasma from Juicy Vapor. Now in the bottom here, you have a nice springy spring that can be replaced should you have any spring accidents. It is bolted into the bottom here. Up top, and this is going to be a little bit tricky to show you, there is a mechanical button. And if you take a look here, you can see there's a little notch here. Right now, the way this is set, this will fire. There is a little groove that runs right around the top here, and if I give this a quarter turn, so I turn it 90 degrees, now this little notch is going to catch right up here. Let me see. It's going to be really tough to get, but it locks right into this groove. Underneath, if you look here, pressing that button is going to push down on the contact plate. You can see that right here, and that's what's actually going to make contact with the top positive terminal on your battery. Now, as I'm dumping this around, of course, it's as good a time as any to take a look at the juice feed system. So here you can see there is a nice deep catch cup. It's probably about 1/8 of an inch at the top, closer to a quarter down where it connects at the bottom here. For the atomizer, you can see there is a nice hole there right in the middle. That is where the juice comes up. It does not use a needle. It uses a pipe through a brass fitting here. Shoots it right up, will shoot into the bottom of the atomizer. Then anything that leaks out of the atomizer or excess juice will collect here in this catch cup, and simply drawing on the atomizer will pull that juice right in. If you want to drip a new flavor and your catch cup is relatively clean, you can just go ahead and put a few drips right here into the catch cup and just give it a good, quick, short draw. And it will pull that juice right up into the atomizer, so you can actually just drip a different flavor on this while you're on the go, making it really pretty versatile. And I absolutely love the way the juice system works here. Works much better than, for example, the needle feed system that is employed on the wet box. So, very simple to change a bottle. You just pull the bottle out here. It'll screw right off. You can then hold the bottle in place a little bit, blow any excess juice right down through the top here, back into the bottle. Take the bottle, pull on a new flavor or, a new bottle with the same juice in it. Very easily, you just push the tube right back into the bottle, screw it up, you're ready to go. The only real issue that I have with the Rio is actually the door design. Now, the door does hold in place fairly well. You can see here there are a pair of earth magnets at the top that line up with a pair of earth magnets here on the door. So the door slides in. It's got a little bit of a tongue and groove kind of operation here on the sides. Slides right in, holds in place very well here. You really kind of have to pull on it to get it to come off. That being said, I would prefer there being a lip here at the bottom to hold the door in place, or better yet, a pair of earth magnets down here at the bottom. Those magnets would help really keep the door from moving, jiggling around, and that's one of the big issues I have. I'm just tapping on the door here, and you can hear that. I mean, that's pretty loud. Now, granted, a piece of probably tape or electrical tape right here at the bottom of the door would cure that, but magnets would hold that in place. It would also prevent the only other problem I have with this. If I go to slide this into my pants pocket, what will happen, you can see it here, the door will actually raise up as it slides into my pants. Yes, that's what she said. The door will raise up as it slides into my pants, and I'll have to push it back down. Now, the door is long enough that it's not going to come all the way out or anything, just going into a pair of pants pockets, but it is enough that it just becomes a little bit of a hassle. But that is a relatively small issue, being the way the mod is built and all the design thought that Rob has put into this. It really is a very rugged, durable, strong, sturdy mod. You're not going to drop this and break this. You could probably throw it down a flight of stairs. You could probably run over this with your car, although the only thing I would worry about here is potentially this switch being damaged. But even then, it's a mechanical switch, so you should be in relatively good shape. So let's slap the battery back in here and let's take a quick test run at this. So we're going to disconnect the atomizer and throw it on the desk. And we are going to hook it up via my multimeter adapter here and see what this bad boy does under load. Now again, I do have a high drain AW18650, and we are using a 1.5 ohm Cisco low resistance 510 atomizer. So let's see what this does first, what it's capable of putting out preload, which also is a bit of an indictment on the battery, but we'll take a look here. So here we can see this is hooked up to the multimeter adapter, which is clamped in here, and let's give it a fire and see what happens. 4.18, pretty much 4.2. This battery came right off the charger before I started this video. So let's put it on here. So we've got a 1.5 ohm Cisco LR atomizer attached, and let's see what it does here. So there we got a 3.78. Give it a breather. Fire it up again. 3.8. So this is really going to be pretty much a true 3.7 volt mod when you pair it with a high quality battery. Rob does suggest that you use this battery. This is again the AWIMR 18650 high drain battery. One other quick note, the black jacket AW18650s don't fit in here very well. It's a very snug fit, and it really puts a lot of extra pressure here on the actual pin. You do not need the battery spacer, the magnetic spacer, to go up top because it's already so snug of a fit, and this mechanical switch is going to allow it to make solid contact at the top here. I do really recommend you stick with these batteries, these AWIMR 18650s, to pair it up for a phenomenal vaping experience. So all in all, very, very nicely built, well thought out mod, very high quality, outstanding performance of both the juice feeding system here, the catch cup design, the mechanical locking switch, and the sliding door, with the exception that this door will rattle around a bit at the bottom. So, as you can see, the Rio is a great performing device, putting out just under 3.9 volts under load with this 1.5 ohm Cisco low resistance atomizer and a freshly charged AW18650 high drain. The mechanical switch, the design, very well thought out. There's really next to nothing to complain about other than the issues I mentioned with the bottom of the door. Absolutely love this. Would easily pay the $135 odd that this is going to run you. These are in very high demand because they are absolutely genius mods, and I really do love this. There's next to no fault with it, really. Go over to riosmods.com. You can pick one of these up, or you can pick up the 14500 Rio Mini, or one of the wonderfully crafted Rio Woodvilles that Rob offers as well. And it's going to be a really solid vaping experience. This is going to go with me everywhere. I can't wait. I'm going to get it laser engraved by Jason over at Electronic Sticks, and I am really going to be in hog heaven when that happens. But again, thanks to everyone who helped me win this mod. Thanks to Rob for being one of the sponsors in the contest. Thanks to Don DeVoom Vape and Eric or Cyberwolf, who helped run a fantastic contest. Thanks to all the suppliers, all the voters, and all the people who just generally got some laughs out of watching the outcomes from the contest. Again, I'm your host, Basilray. You can catch me Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Vape TV. Follow me on Twitter, @Basilray. Subscribe up here on the YouTube. PM me on one of the various forums. And most importantly, if you ever need me, I'm just a phone call away. Feel free to pick up a phone or send me a text message at 612-293-6405. Until we see each other again, take care.
Look what you done to